Hello everyone, in this video you will see how to detect spatial information from satellite imagery. So I'm pretty sure that you heard before about extracting or detecting data like road network or buildings from satellite imagery. So in this video I will try to simplify this idea for you. So you see here satellite imagery. This is a masked image for it, like labeling the data or special data in this image in some colors. Okay, so this is after running our model, after training it and testing it. This is the predicted image. So now you can detect road network like this one, and also building or green area or water area. So how to do it, we will see in this notebook or this Google Colab. So you need to register using your Google account for Colab, and after that you can use a notebook like this one. So in this notebook I used two models, one called unit model and another one called, like, it is variation from unit. Okay, so is the data coming from human loop? This is like open data or open source data, and it is for Dubai Semantic Segmentation data source. And this image, the images in this dataset are labeled in 6 classes. One for building class, so it is a color like dark purple, and other for lands, roads, vegetation area like green areas or water areas, and the sixth one for unlabeled class. Okay, so what is the idea of labeling the images? That you need to train your model. The model need to learn from the images, from the labels. After that he can detect using the machine learning model or the pattern he extracted from the data itself. So first we need to do some kind of processing and preparation for the data. After that we need also to create training and testing datasets. Training, it means that we need to give the machine learning some data and tell him go and study the data. Okay, and you need to extract some pattern to understand well the data, and until you can get a final model that be able to extract or detect the spatial data from the satellite imagery. So I used in this project two model, one unit model. This is very popular for geospatial work or geospatial field for extracting spatial data from satellite imagery. And also I used another model called here, this is the second model. This is like variation of the unit model also. Okay, so each model I used like 5 experiments. Okay, so let's first go for satellite imagery, data processing, and preparation. So we need to install our libraries. This is Python code. Like for example, we need to install the segmentation models, running the code, and after that also we need to import our libraries for working with the models itself, uh, and also for plotting the data, and we will see this later on. And also functions for converting RGB to labels, function for a coefficient used to evaluate our data, for the precision of our accuracy of our prediction or our machine learning prediction. So also dice coefficient or Jaccard coefficient, loss function, predict image, etc. If you need to get more details about each of these functions or what is For example, what is the difference between dice and Jaccard coefficient? I will put in the video description a link for my research for this project, and you will see more details about each uh, each function or each factor or anything you need about this code. So now we need to access dataset. Dataset can be accessed from human loop, and you can download the data. You can upload it to Google Drive or your cloud server. After that, you can call it here. You need to figure out what is this data. And after that also, this is to explore that's it, images and masks. You need to processing the images to make it standard, to make it because this is called the computer vision. Computer vision need to work with satellite imageries as number. This is at the end a computer. It understands data in numbers, okay, not images. So we need to make it like matrix of data, and so the computer can understand it. You need to standardize all the images to be in the same size, to be in the same standard. Okay, this is what we have done here. And now we need to render one image like this one. So this is aerial imagery. And after that, we also need to render images with its masks. So to understand what is masks, for example, this one, this is a desert or a land. So this is the color we will put it for the land. So the model can understand when you see like a desert, you can detect it in this color. And also this is a road. So after also running the model, we tell the model also we need to understand that this is road. You can put it in this color, okay? For example, this area, it is a water area. It is yellow color. And for roads in this color, for vacant land or land in this color, maybe building in gray color. So now also we need to encode and convert hexa images to type RGB to standardize all images, and we need also to render it here. We can render some images with its labels. So now we processed and prepared our data. We need to create training and testing data. Again, training, we need to take part of the data as a training data. So the machine learning will study it, will sit in the data and try to study, try to optimize, try to understand what this data about, how he can detect the data by giving the machine learning model later on the testing. So you can test, to test the data. This is to check if the model is working fine or not, depend on some factors like precision, like the quality or the accuracy of the predictions. So this is the first model. It is called unit model. It is like encoder and decoder. And again, this is the structure of the data. If you need to get more details about this structure, I will put a link for in this video description, and you can go and check all details about it and also about all the code here. And this is a model, our model again. Okay, and this is like the flow chart or the chart of our model. Again, and yes, also here for each model, like unit model, I run like 5 experiments. So, for example, the first experiment, I used some parameters. There's the initial parameters. I try to check this model and give it some parameters so he can run. And this one with 5 epochs. Epochs mean like looping or loop. So what this mean also in simple words, it is like the machine learning sit on the data, try to get some to understand the data, to try to detect or come with the prediction, and after that also try to loop again to optimize this prediction, to optimize these results again and again. Yes, so each model here we did like quantitative evaluation and qualitative evaluation. So I will go now for the last experiment, the fifth one. And with this one, I made like epics for 100, optimizer use Adam. So there are a lot other optimizers, but this one I also use analogic steps for these experiments. I put it in my research. If you need to understand more about this kind of steps that led us from experiment number 1 to experiment number 5. So this is a quantitative evaluation after running the model. So we can see all epochs here, and we can see the accuracy of our model, 0.9, and loss 0.19, and dice coefficient like 8.9, so it is good. And this is for the training, and this is for the validation data. So this is the accuracy, and this is the loss function. So we need also to see the quantitative evaluation. Um, so if we can go here, so we can see now from this satellite imagery, this was the masked image, and this is the predicted image from our machine learning. So we can see that it successfully detect the road network here, the streets, and also to detect maybe this is a building, and also this one is the water, is green area, this is the water area, etc. And again, I need to uh, recall that this data, the challenge here for my research was that I used very small data of satellite imagery. Usually, to extract data from satellite imagery, you need a huge or significant or big data of satellite imagery. So the machine learning can learn from big data. When he learns from a big data, he can give better results. But my concern or my challenge here to try to fine tuning very small data set to try to get the best results from this small data set. But the simple idea here that you can detect spatial data from satellite imagery using machine learning. It is not rocket science, and you can use it using some models. We call it semantic segmentation here, or deep learning. So this is the first model, and this is the second one. This is like a variation from unit model, and also I did like 5 experiments, and we can go to the fifth one, and also we did this is for quantitative evaluation, and also for quantitative also here you can see also here some chart to show you the difference between training and the validation. For example, the coefficient for evaluation our model, and based on the epochs, and also for the accuracy. So this one for the accuracy, this one for the coefficient. And we can see also the last one here, our let's go, yes, for this one. So this is also, again, this is the kind of predictions for our, or for this also model to detect some information from satellite imagery. And this is the end of my video here. I hope that I simplified the idea of extracting or detecting spatial data like water areas, building, green areas from satellite imagery.